It's your boy Witz Capone, and today we're going to be talking about change and why it's necessary to change in a lot of situations, because change is what helps you like self-elevate, just helps you progress. Yeah, exactly.
Kind of stuff.
You feel me? And without change, you're gonna keep yourself at the same hurdle.
Yeah, you can't progress, you can't move forward. The thing with change is the process of actual change, in my opinion anyway, it starts from like reflection. So even for myself, like I'm trying to change. You can see me on camera. I've got my thing up, but it starts with self-reflection. So I'd be just in my room, sitting down, and just be thinking, okay, looking at situations or things that went wrong, and I'll be thinking, okay, what do I need to do to
overcome
myself?
that?
To elevate myself, and what things do I think I've potentially done wrong, and what things did I do well? And then when you kind of realise that, it makes the whole thing easier, because then you can just strip back, and sometimes you can just start again. And the thing is, you got to understand, change isn't always something that's instant. Sometimes as well, people just want to wake up and change. It don't work like that. Sometimes it can take you years, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you if you take years. It's just your process, and it's just how long it might take for you to mentally get there, and then be able to apply it in real life situations.
Facts. You said nothing but facts there, yeah, and it's true. And also, you see what you just said. It's also about taking accountability as well, because a lot of people, it's very easy to blame other people, innit? You feel me? Don't get me wrong. Certain people might play factors into why you're like that. You feel me? But at the same time, especially as an adult, you have to think from the perspective where, cool, I allowed myself to get drawn out by a certain man, but at the end of the day, I put myself in that situation. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like, you have to take control of what you're doing, and just do it. If people are going to say stuff, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, that's their business. Because you know what, when you make it and you do what you're doing, they're going to do this fake love of, I always knew you can do it,
breading, sorry for cutting your cost, but breading happens, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, the moment you want to elevate, sometimes people just don't see the vision straight away, and then you're at a certain point, and they see the vision, and all of a sudden your mind's just thinking, okay, but when I was telling you there was a vision, you couldn't see it before. Now you can see it. So you see with the fake love thing, bro, what I'll say to you is, like, respectfully, don't take it to heart too much, because that's just part of life. Just smile. You see when things like that happen, just smile. I remember my 24th was just the other day, innit?
Come on.
And obviously,
happy belated in that. Trust me.
But
feel me?
I was I must have put. I was being dumb when I put this, but in the way I meant it. I said, like, when I turn 24, don't bread me. So do you know what I mean? Things like that. So when I get to a certain, obviously I said that in jest, but to be more serious, like, when you get to a certain point, don't bread me. Like, if I feel like I know I'm going to be up at some point, I know I'm going to get to.
You believe in yourself, innit?
Yeah, I'm going to get to where I need to get to, because of things like change and evolution. Do you know what I mean? Evolution along with the change is so important. So that's just something you've got to look at as well, man.
That's what I'm saying. And if you're expecting to become successful and you're chilling around the wrong people, that's another red flag. Do you know what I mean?
100.
You have to chill with people that are going to help you, like, motivate you, obviously, as well as doing your own thing, but people that are going to be around you and let you know that, bro, maybe you can do it like this, maybe you can do it like that, because there's a difference between constructive criticism and just pure hating. Do you know what I mean? Constructive criticism is something like, for example, bro, your videos are good and that, but you feel me, your camera's not really up to par, but it's minor, it's not that much of an issue. That's constructive criticism. Hating is like, bro, why are you doing this, bro? I don't even think you're gonna get anything out of this, too tough and red. You feel me?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't add up.
I know what you mean.
You know what
I mean? Like, you see, for me, I'm very kind of high on making sure I'm around people that elevate me, and make sure I'm around people that actually, like, comforting for me. You know me anyway. Like, you know me. I don't speak a lot. I'm like a ghost. Do you know what I mean? You'll be hitting me up, and like, we'll talk on the phone and stuff, but you've known me for time. I don't just speak to everybody. But that's part of me understanding who I am. And see, when you change, you get to that level of understanding whose energy is
what?
right.
Yeah.
Is right. And like even with you, man, like it's a good thing. I see you genuinely like changing. I love the kind of content you're doing. I know this is a video about change, but I want to kind of tell you face to face as well, because I've only told you on the phone, but I'm telling you face to face. Like I'm seeing the evolution, man. And do you know what, man? Like I'm saying it's like I'm your older brother, but man's like proud to see you get into a position where like you're able to do these things, sit down, have these conversations, and like the energy feels right. Even now, this conversation's flowing in a way where it's just like it just feels natural and
organic.
Everything's just calm, bro. Everything's just calm. So even with it, so to keep it on topic, this is one of the benefits of change, especially if you change properly. It's putting yourself around the right people, taking in the information in the right way. Do you know what I mean? Finding the right energy, finding people you're comfortable about, and finding things you're actually passionate for as well.
Facts. And maybe, bro, that's completely perfect what you just said, yeah. And it's also about sacrifices.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you see how when we were younger, sixth form days, Tommy Moore, you feel me? We're gonna go to this rave and did it. Don't get me wrong, Raven's calm, innit? I used to go out Raven, bare. That's why I'm bait. That's why I'm known. Not that it's a thing to brag about, but the older you get, you realize, bruv, being bait means nothing, fam.
Yeah.
Real talk. Cause I rather have, like, at this point in my life now, currently speaking, I rather have less friends than being known by everybody.
Yeah. Less energy at the end of the day.
Facts. And less baggage to deal with.
100.
Unnecessary, you feel me?
100.
So it's just like, you just need to like know how to preserve your energy and just know who's who and who's good for you and who's not, and also who pretends to be. Because there's always the middleman as well.
100.
You feel me?
100, yeah. And you know what, you're spot on when you're talking about sacrifice. Let's even get into that more. Sometimes when like you're changing, because sometimes like people want to change, but they don't realize what they need to change. Like when you're at the period of changing. You haven't changed yet, but you realize you need to change.
Yeah.
It's understanding that okay, what do I need to sacrifice sometimes? Because you want to try and get rid of what you perceive to be bad. So it might be you're in the wrong crowd. That's normally the bait's one. Sometimes it might be just a bad habit. Sometimes you might wake up and do nothing.
Same routine.
Same routine. Sometimes that change happens and you might say, alright, cool, I'm gonna go for like a walk for 10 minutes. And it's something minor, but you see that something minor.
It helps.
You see that something
Clears your head.
doing? Yeah, it starts to bring in different habits. Now when you're thinking, okay, I'm just in bed, I'm not doing anything. You might wake up and you might go for a walk, and now you're making yourself more proactive. You're training your mind to operate different. All of those little are important. Things, very, very, very important. But I must stress, and obviously we said, one thing we mustn't do with change, because I've seen this break people, don't expect change all the time. Like all the time to happen straight away. Everyone's different. Some people can change very quickly.
Yeah.
Others it takes some time. And there's nothing, and either way, for any of those people, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody changes. Everybody changes and does their own thing.
It's all about timing.
At different times, at different paces. Please just try to be respectful of that.
And another thing with change, change doesn't come with an age. That's another thing I hate.
100,
when people say, "Oh yeah, you're 30 now. Don't you have a you?" What's that supposed to mean, bruv? It's my life, not yours.
Facts.
You feel me? You can't tell me, "Oh yeah, you're 30, so by now you have to settle down and have a family." Listen, I do whatever the fuck I want. I'll be real, fam. You feel me? You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Like I do it at my own accord. Like real talk.
And see people like that. Are very. You got to watch out for them because they're very insecure. They're insecure, and what they do is they try and project sometimes what they want, like their opinions and their want onto you.
Facts.
Wrong thing. See, for someone like myself, I don't like. I listen to it sometimes. But I'll never take it, and I'll listen, but I'll never take it in because for me, I'm not a rude person, so I try to listen to what people say. But I'm also someone where it's like, just because I listen to you, that
doesn't mean you're taking it.
It doesn't mean I have to take it on and okay, agree with what you're saying. And it's not even a thing of like, F them and I can't listen to anybody. But at the end of the day, like what you want me to do and what I might want to do, it might not align.
Yeah, it might not be the same thing.
Do you know what I mean?
Same process,
and even then, like sometimes, like I might have had the same opinion as you 3-4 years ago. But life happens 3 or 4 years later, shit happens. And your head's not there no more. So when you've still got those same opinions of like, right, you might be 30 and you might have been saying at that age, yeah, that's what you're gonna do. But then you might get to 27, 28 and be like, yeah, no.
You feel me?
Fuck that. That's no longer my story. We have to understand. We have to understand things, and I think sometimes as well, that's actually gonna be that's gonna be like another result of things that change, but. Understanding is very important because sometimes we change and sometimes we want to change and people don't actually understand that. They look at you weird and they treat you funny and they think, right, why are you moving a certain way? And you're not doing it to be bad, man, but it's just, in your head, you're trying to change. You're trying to give people a different perception of you for your own mental health.
Mental health,
That's what it is more time.
And bro, another thing I hate, you're spot on there as well, Another thing I don't like is, you see with the change, a lot of people still think you're at the same level. 100. So a lot of people think, he was like that in sixth form, so I buck my man, this guy's going to be on a jokey thing, he's not serious. But then they buck you now, and they think, raw, this guy's changed, fam.
And they're still the same.
Exactly.
I know them ones. I just thought I'm not gonna bet. You know the person. I'm gonna bet out names. But I'm not gonna bet out names. But someone that you know anyway. They must have told me one time. Right, like it's from sixth form. Like they bucked a few people that they remember from sixth form one time when they was out. And they were still on the same jokey, same immature thing. And the person was like, you know what? I'm not the same guy. And he had to deal with them differently to how he was in school. Because he's like, bro, I'm not that same guy. And I'm just thinking, bro, like, how can you still be doing the same thing as what you was doing when you were 16? How can you treat somebody the same way adults now? Do you know what I mean?
You need to respect yourself.
16, 17, of course you're not going to be the same. Do you know what I mean? You at your age, I think you're 25 now. I don't expect you to be the same as what you was at 16. Some people are the same. And it's not even a bad thing. That's how some people are. But you can't just assume that people's going to be the same. So when you see them and address them, you need to address them on you know what, we're adults now.
Adults now.
Whereas before you was addressing them as a child, what you saw in school or whatever, or like local ends or what's not. Facts. They're now adults.
And another thing as well that adds on to that is people thinking that you always got time on your hands.
Oh my God,
you feel
100.
Like he said, we're not 18, we're not playing on the block, playing 40-40 home and Ras Clark, knock down Ginger
and them, man.
Trust me. That's what I'm saying.
Responsibility, that's the thing. Like that's the thing with being an adult, because being an adult will naturally change your situation. When you're in school, you're 16. You're worrying about exams and who's chatting shit behind your back. What girl's trying to pie you off and violate and all that stuff. You're thinking of that. You see, when you're an adult, you're thinking about. I need to make peas. I've got bills. I'm trying to move out of home, out of the yard. Like I need to think about investing and saving for some people.
Networking, all of that.
Yeah, some people are thinking about starting families. I know a lot of people. Not a lot of people. Sorry, I know one person that's getting married again from school. I know someone else that's in a relationship. So that's going to be on people's minds as well. Relationships and trying to build something with somebody. Think like everything changes.
Even me, for example, I'm just speaking for myself here. Like, I remember when I was younger. You knew how I was when I was younger. In terms of being in a relationship, I always tell you, nah, man's not on that. You feel me? Man's just on beating and that's about it. But that's a childish mentality, innit? The older you get, is like, bruv, like, I'm deep in it. I'm 25 now. Obviously, I can do what I want, but at the same time, in the back of my mind is like, bruv, do you not want a youth one day? Like, do you not want a family? Do you not want security? Like, are you not bored of doing the same shit? You feel me? Just beating Chantel and Ross Clark, Shanice and Shanique Current. Like, you feel me? Like, there's no substance in that. You feel me?
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, though, some men are happy to do
that's
that.
But
exactly. But you're 100% right, and that is part of the change. You do think about those kind of things. Security is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. Part of my change is now actually managing my mental health. Believe it or not, mad enough. Like, there was
I rate that, man.
Yeah, there was a period, like, school times I was managing it well. Early part of adulthood I weren't. Now I'm trying to change from that to go kind of back to managing it properly, because for myself I know the benefits that it's going to bring. Do you know what I mean? So now it's about progressing and understanding how I need to progress. That is part of the change. And one of the things I need to start doing is like coming on camera more, speaking more, speaking more. Do you know what I mean? Trying to find ways of expressing myself a bit more, not just being in my yard ghosting like I do. So it's just little things like that.
Sorry to cut you, bro. You see, with that, all of that is good, but it's only a temporary fix. It's not long term. There's no longevity in that.
100%.
You feel me? You need to come out. Obviously, it's easier said than done. But at the same time, you need to come out your comfort zone. Even me, bro. Like, there's so many things now that I don't want to do. Yeah. But I have to do it because I realise there could be benefits that come with it. You feel me? It's not like when I don't like this, so automatically you don't want to do it. No, but you have to keep your mind open for many things.
100%. And going back to that, because believe it or not, I spoke to my dad. I actually spoke to my dad yesterday about it. So I said to him, like, I said, like, Dad, why do you think I'm difficult to talk to? Yeah. And then he's just like, because you know it is, you're just scared to get. He's like, you're scared to get fucked over, rare.
Which is, to be fair, sorry to cut you. To be fair, that's very justifiable from your part, because in the world we live in today, you can't just trust every Tom, Dick, and Harry in it. You feel me? Yeah. So I can understand, because even me, you know me to a point, I'm like that as well. Where if it's certain men I don't fuck with you like that, then safe, keep it stepping. Yeah,
but I'll be real. Like I'm like twice as bad as you, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but on a level, like, I was speaking to him, and the thing is, it's mad because he always says, and I know it's about myself. He's like, T, when you want to be social, you can be social, you can speak, you can do all of that stuff.
Vocal and that.
But but you just don't want to do it enough because. You know, for whatever reason, you don't feel like it's worth it, or you don't want to make the effort, or you know, you don't like not having that kind of control. And this is what he was saying to me yesterday. And so I'm kind of taken in. I'm thinking, okay, now the next thing is how can I make myself just appear just more approachable, because I know some of the changes that I want to make. So I know that being more approachable and being easier to talk to is one of the changes now that I want to that I want to be able to do. I know I can do it. And when I'm around the right people, like me, we could just joke and speak for hours.
Vibes.
We could speak for hours, but it's a case of like I'll do that kind of stuff when I want to, and it's not consistent enough, and that and things like that in the past is kind of effing me up, man. It's kind of like it's making closed doors, which at the time I didn't care about, but now it's like, okay, I'm getting to a point where I'm now ready again because I wasn't ready at a period. There was a period where like I crashed and I wasn't ready to touch.
It's okay to hit rock bottom.
Yeah, basically, I hit rock bottom and I weren't ready to move forward. Now I'm like, alright, cool. I'm back in that place where mentally I'm ready. I'm now building to that. That's part of the evolution. So now these are little changes to keep maintaining all of that kind of stuff.
Self-growth is very important. Yeah. You feel me?
Comes with change.
Exactly. You feel me? And another thing I hate is, you know, people that, because obviously remember I said it's easier said than done. But another thing that people change, but then revert back to them same, not in terms of attitude, but in terms of habits.
100 habits are habits though. We're natures of habit. My dad always says that, like, we can't help sometimes the habits that we have. It takes ages to break
the cycle.
To break the cycle. That's where the change comes. And that's what I was saying to you before. Sometimes it takes a long period because habits are very hard to break. And some people's got habits where it's like, okay, it is what it is. Like, you don't necessarily like it, but you're not going to necessarily like be pissed off with them. Because you know that certain habits are certain habits. But it's a case of like, okay, so like just understanding that, and sometimes just trying to change the things like that. Because that's the case of some people. Some people want to genuinely change, but they don't know how to, or they don't recognize the habits that they need to actually change to do it. And that can be so frustrating for people as well. So that's something which I probably think I should do more. Try and like speak to people and see how they are in terms of things like
right that. Here, this is what you call taking accountability. Because even now he's realised that certain things I need to pattern. Even me, bro, I'm not perfect, fam. Certain things I need to pattern as well. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like my life's perfect, his life's perfect. But at the same time, like, we're just making it clear to everybody that, feel me, taking accountability is the first place to start. because once you take accountability, that's when you know what can I improve on, what to do, how am I gonna do this, how am I gonna do that to benefit yourself. You feel me? Because without accountability, like you're literally at square one.
100.
You feel me?
100.
So literally, like in terms of like change, like I'd rather have people around me that's gonna show me, raw bro, do this, do that,
And
or
how
even
to change.
yeah, exactly, and even investment, bro. Like don't get me wrong, it's calm to buy your trainers, your crepe, your watch, your whatever. That's calm, but if you're not in a financial stable place and you're there spending money like you're flipping P Diddy or something, fam, it don't make sense, bro. You need to save your money, invest, because later on in life you can invest in a property.
Yeah, you know, you see things like that, like because I've learned not to necessarily have that kind of thing. And I hear you, but for me, what my biggest problem is, and I've said this to my dad because he's done this. This is why I'm saying this is what my problem is, right? People will do all that stuff, and that's fine. You can live a life, you can do that. But for me, if you're gonna do all of that, don't complain. And one thing I said to my dad was like, start thinking on that kind of level. Start thinking on a more business level. Start trying to set yourself up differently. Start adopting, like, because even with him, I don't really want to talk his business too much, but those kind, because we have those kind of conversations. But that's something that I tried to say to him, because me and him have a lot of, believe it or not, we have a lot of
discussions.
Traits. Yeah, we have a lot of similar traits. If you met him, you'd be like, right, that's his dad. That's where he gets all them traits from. Because no matter where I go, if people see me and my dad in the same room, I went to a barbecue the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, your dad and your uncle, like you feel just
very similar."
Yeah, you're just alike. And I'm thinking like, and the thing is, my dad knows I don't like that, so I'm thinking like, no, I'm not my dad. I'm not my uncle. I'm not my dad. I'm not my uncle. But do you know what I mean? Like we have similar kind of mannerisms, characteristics, and so there's some of the things that I know that for him he needs to change, and he's always telling me, okay, look, I think you should do A, B, C, D. I think you should think about this. I think you should, you should maybe have a different approach to this. Like for ages, he was telling me to have a different approach to getting a job, because that's something that I said, no, I'm just not doing.
You're not on it.
Yeah, not on it. But now, even that kind of stuff, the change has come very recently, and I'll be honest, COVID done kind of wonders as well, because even though I like being indoors, like, my dad said, "Oh, you'll be fine with it." The first lockdown I was, but then I said to my dad, like, "Raw, I can feel my depression kind of I can feel my depression coming back and stuff." And so when that happened, I said, "No, I've got to change." So that COVID period, it gave me time to just, okay, go and properly reflect, because you can do that, but there'll be times that I was running away from it. So I said, "All right, stop doing that. Actually go and reflect,
face your problems,
and understand now what you need to do." And one of the things I said to myself is, okay, you know what, I need my mentality towards my financial situation and working now needs to be better. I need to be a lot more proactive. I need to be a lot more on. I need to take things a lot more serious. And when you do, I said to myself, when you do that, give yourself a starting period, give yourself a foundation. When you do that, you long term you'll be able to get the results. And now my mentality is better. Things in life is now finally starting to fall in place for me.
And that goes on to what I'm gonna say next year. What's very important that adds on to that is organization.
Oh my God.
Schedule. Because you see how it goes back to the point when I was saying I'm not always free, and so forth. Sometimes in your diary or your journal or whatever you want to call it these days, just put free this day, not free that day, whatever your schedule is. You just put it down. Then you let your people your man know, I'm free on this day.
Yeah. I'm
not free on this day. If they're not willing to take in what you're trying to say to them, drop them out. 1, 2. Like, because
extreme, but now I get you.
You have to.
No,
you have to, because like in reality, you have to cut out the bullshit, bruv.
Yeah.
Because I said you can't. Don't get me wrong, chilling's chilling. Like, there's gonna be times where you're gonna chill, but as adults, like you said, we've got priorities. It's not every day you have to be around you. Yeah, bro. That's like no, bruv. You feel me? I got my priorities. You got yours. You feel me? So let's start taking accountability and do stuff, because we're not getting any younger. 2. We could have kids tomorrow. You feel me? We need to put ourselves in a financial situation where you're good. You can afford to have because youths are not free. You feel me?
Yeah, it's true.
don't be like, not you, but just in general.
Yeah,
Don't like,
there's Scotty.
yeah, fam.
There's Scotty brothers out here.
Trust me. Let me not even talk to you much.
Yeah, let me not. It's not that visual. it's not that visual.
Trust me. This is what I'm saying.
It's not that, but yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, you lot get the mess. You lot get the message anyway.
Trust me.
You lot get the message, man.
Yeah, man. Get the memoir and that. Trust me. But yeah, man, flipping. It like with change, it's just a techie one, man. Yeah. It's a techie one in a sense where, like I said, bro. Even me, like with lockdown, yeah. For instance, bro, I don't know if you clocked, but I went through stuff as well, bro. Like in terms of being depressed and that, bro. You see how me normally I'm an outgoing person. See during like COVID, joke, people are telling me come out. I'm not on it. Yeah. I'm just to myself. Till one day I just snapped out of it and said to myself, bro, what am I doing, fam? You feel me? What am I doing? I can't just close myself away from the world and expect things to get better. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just said to myself, you know what? Fuck this, bro. I'm gonna just keep myself proactive, do what I'm doing.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, even for your own sanity. Because sometimes when you do things like that, people think, oh yeah, you're going out because you want to link somebody. Sometimes you're not, you know. Sometimes you're going out, not wanting to link somebody, but you know to yourself, you know what, right? If I stay in the yard a minute longer, I'm going to go insane. Yeah. I'm going to go and do something mad dumb. Yeah. I'm going to do a mad thing just for no reason. I'm going to bug out. So sometimes you just got to... So even things like COVID, sometimes you say to yourself, okay, you know what? Because that's how I was. I'm like, you know what? If I don't leave the yard... I'm gonna do a mad thing. I'm gonna do the mad thing. Word. I'm like, cool. I'm leaving for my own sanity. I'm not even trying to link you, but cool. You're here. Yeah. You're convenient. Yeah. I'm gonna do the mad thing. I'm going out. Facts. And it's that, and then you know, alright, cool. You can get to ghost. Like for me, sometimes I went out. You can get to ghosting again, but you're just not in that moment. Yeah. You can't be in the artist any longer. Do something mad.
You're gonna heat up. You're gonna explode.
Yeah, you're gonna do something mad, and that's the thing with depression. It'll hit you like that, because you'll just do something, and you'll just be there, and you'll be like, alright, cool. Don't want to talk to no one. Just in the yard, just mad on a mad thing. Bro. Don't want to talk to no one. Don't want to see no one. And you say to yourself, right, you know what? I know I'm not alright. If I stay in the yard longer, I'm gonna do something mad. So then you realise, okay, I've got to change quickly, and that change and that reaction might be someone hits you up, and you're thinking, okay. This is a convenient thing. Let me get myself out of the yard, give myself fresh air, just see something different, and do you know what I mean?
Take your mind off of things.
100.
You feel me?
It's those little actions, it's those little changes, people that like we're talking about. Yeah, it matters because sometimes if you don't change and you don't establish those habits, like take it from me, like your mental health will get fucked.
Yeah, trust me.
And when your mental health is fucked, it's the worst thing ever, because you feel like no one on planet Earth can help you. It don't matter who's here. I've been in situations where I've been in the house with my family, and I feel like I'm home alone. I'm just I feel like a hologram, bro. I feel like a hologram. I'm just here in my room, and I'm thinking, wow, I know my grandma, my dad, or whoever will just be there, but I'm not there. Like you don't want to be in that thing. But that's a completely kind of different topic. I don't want to get too into that.
Yeah, into it.
It's about change, and with change comes evolution. And with evolution becomes an easier life. That's what it is. It becomes an easier life. And so people try and focus on those kind of things. Try and focus on the little habits. Try and focus on things like change and understanding what needs to change as well, because that's very important. Sometimes people want to change, but they don't know what to change. Try and identify what the right thing is. It's very difficult. I'm not saying it's an easy answer, but just take your time with it. Self-reflection, very, very, very important. Accountability, as Whittle was saying, very, very, very important.
And in terms of doing what you need to do, which revolves around change, having being dedicated, having perseverance.
100,
yeah. Not even like just that, but like just having the I'm gonna do this, having the know-how. You feel me? Because like if you don't have the know-how, it's all well and good saying it, but if you keep saying it, because I used to be like this. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I used to be like this. Yeah, bro, man's gonna do this. Yeah, man's gonna do that. But then 1 week comes now, my boy will call me, bro. What's that plan you came up with? Like, what's happening with it? You still?
Yeah, you just sit on it, innit?
I'll just sit on it. Whereas now I'm saying, bro, fuck that. I ain't got time to waste. I'm not getting any younger. You feel me? So I'm just gonna do what I'm doing and make sure I can do it to the very best of my ability. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna wait for you. You have to go out there and get it yourself.
Yeah. Let's wrap this one up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a sick video.
Facts.
I'll be back on. Just
Facts.
everyone knows me as T. Just call me T.
Come on.
Subscribe to Whittle's channel.
Come on, each and every time. And before I go, in the comments, leave content ideas. Leave things like you feel I can improve on. I really feel like as I'm going along with the videos, I'm starting to improve more and more and more as I go along, which is a good thing. So change. Trust me. Coincidentally, trust me, change. And I just feel like I appreciate all my subscribers, man, because without you, I wouldn't be here doing all of this. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just want to say I appreciate all my subscribers.
Big yourselves up.
Trust me, each and every time. It's been your boy Witz Capone.
Cool. Just call me T.
And call you T. We're out.